Patrick, welcome again to FII Institute TV. Since we've last spoken, there have been quite many events on the global scene. What would you say were the biggest and most impactful ones?
Of course, and Trump elected to be the president of America, and his team is fully in place. I think that's one thing, and of course, and we're all going to watch what would be the actions he's going to take. We've seen some, but I think there's more to come.
But you're working with many global businessmen.
Yes.
What do you feel is their sort of first impression of what's happening? Are they worried, excited?
Yeah, honestly, I think people are worried about, kind of the tariffs America will put on to the to the counterparties. Honestly, I think everybody's so worried. So let's just see how everything is going to play out in the next 6 months, because it's very important when we see the real actions.
You also had a very interesting conversation on stage here at the FII Priority Summit in Miami with Dr. Eric Schmidt. Tell us more about it.
So Dr. Eric Schmidt and also Dr. Richard Haas, three of us, we co-chaired a private session. Essentially, it's about multilateral collaborations. And I think he has a very interesting point. He says, okay, when we think about things, don't just think about multiple countries doing what. It's actually when you do a product, who should be involved, where the expertise is, how do you actually combine the strengths? And also, I think we all kind of discussed, by the way, this is actually my view, I'm just going to share with you. I think human evolution simply for the last 2,000 years and 2,500 years, we probably only has gone through two phases. We're actually going into the third phase. The first phase until 1600, it was about hunting, agriculture, and all that stuff. So per capita and GDP is about $500 US or to $900 with today's and measure. But after that, it was Industrial Revolution. It was invisible high hand and capitalism, all that stuff. So taking actually to us today, right? And the U.S. right now is running about $80,000 per person, and China is $13,000 per person. So it's a lot more. But now we're entering the third stage, and that's driven by AI. But what's really unique about AI is it's a curve thing. It's no longer a linear curve. It's going to be a very much a steepening curve. That curve is governed by compounding of interest. So I had two kids. I said, okay, let's do a little exercise. If you fold a piece of paper, A4 paper, 52 times, do you know how much length it's going to be? And it's actually going to take us to reach the moon. So that's called compounding. So we're in that era. And, someone at a conference, Peter Diamandis, and then he was saying like our life expectancy is going to double and with foreseeable future. And so a lot of dramatic changes are under the way. So that's the world we're stepping into. So in that context, how can we work together? I think that's the key.
If you had to compare the excitement about AI in China and the United States of America, how would you compare it?
Now, here's the thing, and sometimes the things got lost in translation. When you actually look at what's going on, for example, with the Chinese side, it's actually the Chinese younger generation, the private entrepreneurs, they do the real R&D. They come up with brilliant models like DeepSeek. So I think it's an interesting kind of a fair competitive place. And but on the other hand, I think sometimes necessity is the mother of innovation. We're seeing that. I think that's encouraging. And for a lot of young entrepreneurs, if you have a bold idea, this thing does not just belong to Magnificent Seven. Of course, they have a lot of resources, but also for the younger generation in a decentralized way. I think there's still going to be a lot of opportunities.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.